It's not about picking stocks. It's about picking the right portfolio.
I'm going to ask this question. You sort of hit on it already, but I think it's worth talking about this because this is the confusion at times. So this is Marcus. You keep on talking bearish about the stock market, but your position anything like that, long XLG as an example. Is this kind of diversification on purpose, or am I confused about different time horizons? Thanks for the great Hedgeye work. I think what the confusion here is what we're talking bearish about is the economy, right? The stock market, to me, I have two things, right? I have the economy, our economic models, and then I have our signals. And the signals on, to your point, S&P 500 as a proxy for the stock market isn't bearish, and I don't think we've said that. And I think that is the balance. And for me as an investor, if I have a negative view on the economy based on our models, I'm probably just a little more conservative than I would if we saw 3 quad ones. Maybe I'm more aggressive with the signals. So that's kind of how I think about it. But
yeah, to Marcus, I appreciate it, and of course, if all I said was I'm bearish, therefore the stock market, Hedgeye wouldn't exist. I mean, it's just so the game. Like I wrote this morning. If you want to be a frogman of global macro, there's always a bull market somewhere. Uranium, India, crypto now. You got healthcare stocks, utility stocks, insurance stocks. The market is not it's not a stock. I never say the stock market. It's a market of sectors, stocks, styles. So, and when you're bearish on the economy, what you'll find is a lot of those things go bullish, right? So in quad 4, let's just go actually show, it might be slide 8, whatever the slide is now, on the back test. Again, this is not the portfolio I have on, but on a stylized portfolio, if everything was perfect and you actually had deflation as opposed to disinflation, what you'd have, Marcus, is this, right? So, from day one, I said that when we have a bear market developing or an economic recession, let's just say separate the two things, like Jonesy said, we're bearish on the economy, but we're bullish on gold. We're bullish on fixed income. We're bearish on commodities, right? So when you say the stock market, Marcus, that really doesn't mean anything to me. That'd be like going to a Navy SEAL, going to Bud's training. We go, not Jonesy Bud's, you go to Bud's training.
that happens at Toads in New Haven.
All right? You go to basic underwater demolition, SEAL training, and saying, are you hardcore? I don't know what it would be, but where are you on the market? Ask a Navy SEAL where they're at on the market. It's such a basic question. Maybe it should be part of Bud's maybe you should be underwater thinking that way. But again, being short commodities, if you had no stocks and didn't talk that way, right? And I'm not saying that you talk that way, Marcus. We understand the question. Yeah. I'm not confused at all, right? And what we have here, again, we're long. This is bullish trend. You can see that in the risk range. We're long that one. We're long that one. This one just is teetering on going back to bullish trend. We're bearish on this one, right? We're not bearish on this one. It's teetering, right? Do I expect tech to completely implode at some point? Yeah, but right now, to your point, I'm long XLG and I'm long S&P momentum. Why? Because the signal says to be long it. I don't have to sit here, I don't go to bed, Marcus, at night and say, I really need to rationalize why I'm long these two things in quad 4 intellectually. I really need to appeal to all the intellects out there who can't handle that I might have 1 boy and 3 girls instead of having 4 boys. I might have a different setup in my family than you have, right? These things are going to be bought until they are not. And once the signal changes, they will be gone, right? I've said it many times, these things could easily be the first ones out after being added when they got, when we think about what would be taken away, yeah, that could happen. But in the meantime, why would that be? Well, 5 out of the 7 stocks, Marcus, if you pay for the momentum tracker or even in the risk ranges, 5 out of the 7 are bullish. We're fundamentally bullish on Amazon. We told you to buy Amazon twice last week. So again, that's a big part of yesterday's move as well, because we're long Amazon. So it's okay to know that. It's okay to be bullish on Amazon, that stock, and not call it the stock market. and it's okay for Brian McGough to have like, I think he's got 70 shorts against that long. So I think it's a pretty straightforward answer. I do think that at least 80 to 90% of Hedgeye Nation is actually not confused by this. And my goal is to get the 10 or 20% to start to play the game like I play it. Like I said at the beginning, it's hard to be a player in the game, number one, and be a player coach. Last I checked, there's nobody coaching you out there. That what's happening on CNBC is not coaching. That's a clown show, okay? Having somebody real, who's done it for 38 years, in my case I'm doing it for a quarter century, to walk you through how I play the game is a very difficult thing for me to do, but I'm getting less bad at it. And hopefully you can get less confused by it, because I don't think it's confusing at all.